Some big wigs from management will be in the stands for a couple of our upcoming home games. It's a chance for you to make an impression. I'm gonna suggest we get in some extra workout beforehand. Come on, stay fair, man. Crag him. I smell the cornbread. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Let's go impress them. Let's go impress them coaches. Time to get it. Oh, snap. Wait, what's the name? First baseman. Nah, we know already. We first in the league in batting average, second in RBIs. That's what really counts. Home runs, we 11th. We facing these miles right here.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mobile Bay Bears and the Biloxi Shuckers. The Shuckers find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Birch Smith gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4.
Damn, start off 3-0.
That's ball 4. He's out.
Standing in, Brandon Brooks. His average coming in way up there in the 380s.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Morales moves over. 1 out.
I should have took it first.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors.
Striding into the box, Brandon Brooks. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
That's a way to find that sweet spot right there.
Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Striding in, Christian Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Brooks is off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to short.
Come on, get
He's
here,
right
get here,
there.
get here.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. The Bay Bears on top, 3-0. Ready for another shot now. Jimmy Blanco.
Designated hitter, Jimmy Blanco.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Brooks will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Bay Bears lead it 3-0.
Oh, shit.
Leading off the inning, Brandon Brooks.
Leading off.
And
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is disconnected. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Pairing complete. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Pairing complete. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
That thing goes to hell like 5 times.
Pairing complete. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
That thing goes to hell like 5 times.
Pairing complete. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Pairing complete.
They'll need him to get something going here.
Brandon Brooks.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
The first baseman, number 7, Christian.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. Yet another check on first. And a dive, but he's back in.
You ain't finna get me. I'm on with it.
In now, Christian Cabrera, as he takes a called strike at the knees, hits 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Here's the 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Harvey over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Brooks on at first, nobody out. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Andy Smith is on deck. A runner at first with no outs here. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
At the plate, Andy Smith. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And that misses ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. First and second here with nobody out. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Yeah.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Now at the plate, Fernando Baez.
The catcher, number 34, Fernando Baez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Too low, 1-0. Now the 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
First and second now, 1 man out. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's 1 on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Brooks is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is line to left. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Let's get a 3-run shot right now.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in Christian Cabrera, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit
all right, hold it in.
Short to his right early. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Sir.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
The batter, the third baseman.
Standing in now, Andy Smith. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
No doubt, some saves come easier than I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Please.
Joey Dias takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Fernando Baez will be the first one to greet him now as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have.
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Bay Bears posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Matt Harvey earns win number 4 on the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mobile Bay Bears and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Sergio Rocha, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Stepping up now, Ted Poe. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Mobile, the third baseman, Ted Poe.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long Stepping into the box,
Batting
Brandon
fourth.
Brooks is
The
coming
left
off a
fielder,
3-hit performance in the
Brandon
loss last
Brooks.
night. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully, he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty?
Leading off the inning, Omar Morales, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Omar Morales.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brooks has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Digging in now, Joseph Oliver. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Oliver.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brooks has a play, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. The home team leads this thing 2-0. Stepping up to the plate, Brandon Brooks. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And gone.
Ooh, yeah.
Absolute bomb.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So a solo shot here to left center field. 19th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Striding in once again, Omar Morales. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Brooks. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
To show you how strong this guy is.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one.
The catcher, number 34.
Ready once again, Fernando Baez. Now a pickoff play at second. Runner back safely. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Line drive to left. but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch.
Come on, go hard. You're scoring. You're scoring. Go hard.
Early is there, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. Seventh inning coming up, and the home team leads it 3. Now in the box, Ted Poe. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and they have come back to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece as this one is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Biloxi Shuckers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sergio Rocha earns his 8th victory of the season. Carlos Espinoza hammers down the save, number 38. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.